Ever wondered how your words can impact someone struggling with infertility? Welcome to a discussion that often goes unspoken, a conversation about infertility and the importance of sensitive communication. Infertility is a complex and emotionally draining journey that thousands of people navigate every day. In this journey, words matter. They can uplift, but they can also cause distress. We've all heard or maybe even said comments that we thought were harmless, even helpful. But for someone grappling with infertility, these words can sting. In this video, we will be discussing 40 such remarks that, although often made with good intentions, can be hurtful. We'll delve into why these comments can cause pain and how we can better support those dealing with infertility. So without further ado, let's dive into the first set of these remarks and explore why they can cause more harm than good. First on our list is the remark, "Just relax, it'll happen." This comment, although seemingly benign, can be quite hurtful, as it downplays the real struggles and emotional turmoil that individuals or couples face while trying to conceive. It may imply that their stress or anxiety is the cause of their infertility, which is not always the case. The second comment, "You're trying too hard," is also problematic. It insinuates that the individual or couple's effort is the issue, rather than acknowledging that infertility can be a result of various medical and physiological factors which are beyond their control. Third on our list is, "There's always next month." This statement can inadvertently trivialize the pain and disappointment that accompanies each unsuccessful attempt at conception. Next up, enjoy being able to sleep in while you can. This comment can be perceived as dismissive of the individual or couple's desire for a child, suggesting that they should be grateful for their current childless state rather than yearning for a family. Fifth, we have the remark, "It's God's plan." While this might be intended as a comforting comment, it can actually deepen the pain for those struggling with infertility, implying that their difficulty is predetermined and unchangeable. The sixth comment, "Why don't you just adopt?" oversimplifies the complex and personal decision of adoption. It's not a simple solution or an alternative to having biological children. It's a different path altogether. Coming in seventh is, "You're lucky you don't have kids to deal with." This comment can be particularly stinging as it disregards the intense longing that individuals or couples may have for a child and the emotional pain of not being able to fulfill that desire. The eighth comment, "Maybe you're not meant to be parents," can be deeply hurtful. It questions the individual or couple's capability and desire to be parents, which is a highly personal and sensitive matter. The ninth comment, "You should try this diet or that supplement," can be seen as unsolicited advice, which can be frustrating and distressing, especially when the individual or couple have likely already explored numerous options. Finally, the 10th comment, "Have you considered IVF?" can be insensitive, as it assumes that IVF is an easy and affordable option for everyone. In reality, it's a physically, emotionally, and financially demanding process. Let's continue on to the next set of comments. Continuing on our list, we delve into the next 10 remarks that, while often made innocently, can be deeply hurtful to those grappling with infertility. Number 11, "You're young, you have plenty of time." This statement dismisses the emotional pain and anxiety faced by those trying to conceive. Age does not negate the desire to start a family. Remark 12, "My friend tried XYZ and got pregnant right away." Offering unsolicited advice can feel dismissive and insensitive. Each journey to parenthood is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. 13, "Are you sure you're doing it right?" This comment is not only intrusive, but also implies fault and incompetence. 14, "Maybe you should just get a dog." This remark trivializes the longing for a child and the emotional distress caused by infertility. 15, "You should go on vacation, then it will happen." This comment implies that stress is the sole cause of infertility, which is a gross oversimplification of a complex issue. At number 16, "At least you can travel and have fun." This statement disregards the emotional toll infertility can take and assumes that travel or fun can fill the void left by the desire for a child. 17, "You can have one of my kids if you want." While usually said in jest, this comment can be deeply hurtful, making light of a deeply personal struggle. 18, "It could be worse, at least you have each other." This remark minimizes the pain of infertility by suggesting that having a partner should be enough. 19, "Have you prayed about it?" This question can imply that the couple's faith or spiritual practices are lacking. And finally, number 20, "You're not getting any younger." This comment is a harsh reminder of the ticking biological clock, adding unnecessary pressure to an already stressful situation. Each of these comments can unintentionally add to the emotional burden carried by those struggling with infertility. It's always essential to approach the topic with sensitivity and understanding. Now, let's move on to the next set of remarks. Next up on our list, maybe it's for the best. This statement undermines the deep yearning and desire couples have to become parents. It dismisses their struggle and can make them feel as if their feelings are not valid. You must not be trying hard enough. This comment places blame on the couple, suggesting that their infertility is their fault. It's a painful reminder of their struggle and can add to their feelings of guilt and inadequacy. There's always IVF or surrogacy. While these are valid options for some, they are complex and expensive processes that may not be suitable or possible for all. This remark simplifies a deeply personal and difficult decision. You wouldn't understand, you're not a parent. This can be especially hurtful, as it excludes them from the parent club, a place they are desperately trying to join. Your career wouldn't be where it is if you had kids. This suggests that success and parenthood cannot coexist, and it diminishes their struggle by implying they should be grateful for their infertility. Just adopt. There are so many kids that need homes. Adoption is a wonderful option for some, but it's not an easy or simple process. It also doesn't negate the pain of infertility. It must be nice to have so much free time. This dismisses the emotional toll of infertility, as if the couple's time is filled with leisure and not with doctor's appointments, tests, and heartache. You should be thankful for what you have. While gratitude is important, this statement dismisses the couple's valid feelings of loss and longing. Maybe if you lost/gained weight, it would happen. This comment can cause feelings of guilt and shame, and it oversimplifies the complex issue of infertility. Finally, it's because of all the stress you're under. This comment places blame on the couple and implies that their infertility is their fault, adding to the pressure they're already feeling. Each of these comments, while often said with good intentions, can be deeply hurtful to those experiencing infertility. Let's move on to our final set of remarks. Scene script, last but not least on our list. We dive into the final 10 remarks to be wary of when discussing infertility. It's because of all the stress you're under. This comment may seem understanding, but it oversimplifies the complex issue of infertility and can be dismissive of the genuine struggle a person is facing. Next, you should stop worrying about it so much. This remark is simply a more direct version of the previous one. It wrongly asserts that stress or worry is the root cause, which is not always the case. At least you can focus on your career right now. This implies that a career is a consolation prize for not having children, which can be deeply hurtful. You're thinking about it too much. This one again places the blame on the individual, suggesting that their thoughts are somehow causing their infertility. Have you tried herbal remedies? While this may seem like a helpful suggestion, it can be frustrating to hear, especially if the person has already tried numerous treatments. You can always get a pet instead. This remark can be deeply hurtful, as it suggests that a pet could replace the desire for a child. Maybe this is a sign to focus on other things. This implies that the person's desire to have a child is misplaced or unwarranted, which can be very dismissive of their feelings. You're so lucky, kids are so much work. This comment can be incredibly insensitive, as it downplays the person's longing for a child. At least you have each other. This remark, although seemingly supportive, can imply that having each other should be enough, which can minimize the pain of infertility. And finally, don't you enjoy your freedom? This can be deeply hurtful, as it implies that the person should be happy that they don't have children. Now that we've covered all 40 remarks, let's discuss how we can be more mindful in our conversations. Understanding the impact of our words is the first step to creating a more supportive environment. It's paramount to remember that conversations around infertility require great sensitivity and empathy. The 40 examples we've shared today are stark reminders of how seemingly harmless comments can cause deep pain for those trying to conceive. Instead of offering unsolicited advice or making light of their situation, let's focus on providing genuine support and understanding. Listen more, speak less, show empathy, not sympathy. If they're open to it, educate yourself about the struggles they're going through. Offer a shoulder to lean on rather than solutions they didn't ask for. Remember, every couple's journey to parenthood is unique and personal. Let's respect that journey by choosing our words with care and consideration. Remember, your words carry weight. Choose them wisely and kindly. Let's strive to create a more understanding and supportive space for those struggling with infertility.